you're not really hearing what the other person's saying. Nobody chooses to have an abortion. They have to.
I have to say, that's one of the most outrageous things I've heard in 12 years of doing this. Yes, sir.
Hi. Well, I want to first start off by saying thanks for coming to this. It's really important to have discourse and conversation about these harsh topics. But one of the things I think a big part of stuff like this isn't to really reinforce anybody's viewpoints, but to already set ones that are in stone. I feel like a lot of times when people come to these things, it's just to hear an echo chamber. And oftentimes I feel like, especially people who are on your side of the table, like with when you're at the Jubilee, you're not really hearing what the other person's saying. A lot of times I feel like most of what you're saying is to reinforce talking points that are generally disproven on a regular basis.
Yeah, I mean, so if it's an echo chamber, why do I allow people who disagree to come talk to me?
So you can get sound bites. So you can own the libs.
So, okay, so is that why you think I'm here?
Honestly, I mean, you showed up to support Trump. You're here giving out MAGA hats.
And registering voters.
Which, thank you. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I mean,
it's important no matter who's here.
I agree.
I'm very much a person that believes no matter what side of this spectrum you're on, you believe that whatever you're following is to help America.
Cool. So let me ask you a question. You're a student here, or maybe not? Okay. Do you know of one instance where a Democrat came to campus, had an open mic, and said, "Conservatives, you have 2 hours to say whatever you want to me"?
No.
Do you know of any instance where someone does that anywhere across the country?
Jon Stewart.
Jon Stewart goes to college campuses and...
He's done it multiple times.
Okay.
And he's also gone on to
but
Bill O'Reilly. He's also talked on multiple conservative platforms to actually create this discourse between people.
That's news to me. So why am I here? Yeah, I mean, it's easy to call them talking points, but that's a lot of talking points to fill up 2 hours, isn't it?
So your whole tour is literally called You're Being Brainwashed.
Which you are.
Which I'm literally trying to say to you is, how is that supposed to say that you actually think anything I'm saying is accurate?
No, I hear everything you're saying, and I listen to it. It might be wrong, but I'll hear it out.
So when you're having this discourse with people, they want to fix things just as much as you do, but
No, that's not true. No,
How so?
I'll give you an example. Kamala Harris doesn't want to fix the southern border. She wants 10 million in this country.
But Trump literally stopped the bill so he could talk on it.
What was in that bill?
The Biden bill, right?
Yeah, tell me. It would have given amnesty to 10 million and potentially given them citizenship. That's why Trump stopped it.
But he
Donald
didn't
Trump,
do it for the right to actually help
hold on.
people. He did it so he could actually get
now
his policy pushed
you're
through.
getting into intentions when it comes to Trump. We know that Kamala Harris and Democrats want more foreigners in this country. You know why? Because they did nothing to stop the curb of foreigners coming into this country for 4 years.
And again, the point of I'm saying a bad faith argument is that those people are literally being targeted. I have literally my entire life known an entire family who helped everybody around them while working 14 hours a day and constantly trying to give back to their community.
Okay,
and they have to do
let's get back to what you said, because you're changing the topic. You said people want to solve the problem as much as I do. Let me give you another example. I want to eradicate all abortions. Do Democrats?
No.
Oh, so they don't want to solve the problem.
But the problem with the
hold on, no,
abortion
that's important. So now you said we want to both solve the problem. I want to limit unjust human suffering and stop the Holocaust of our time, called the 1.5 million abortions every single year. Democrats think it's cool and they want to subsidize with taxpayer dollars. We don't want the same thing.
They want to stop death. Women who do not get this health
is
literally
death?
get hurt. They have to wait till they're septic in order to get help.
Wait, hold on. Is abortion death?
Abortion is for the person who's trying to survive.
Wait, hold on.
The human being who's carrying that child most times doesn't have an option. They're almost at the point to where if they don't get this, they will die.
Wait, hold on
and
a second.
they often
no,
do.
No. I allowed you. You know 99.9% of all abortions are not because of even incest, rape, or life of the mother. There are only a couple hundred cases of life of the mother every single year, and there are 1.4 million abortions every single year. 99.9% of the time, according to the abortion-funded Guttmacher Institute, these are abortions of choice. These are abortions that have become a form of birth control.
Nobody chooses to have an abortion. They have to. Women don't spend their entire life trying to take care of this child in order to then just say,
I have to say, that's one of the most outrageous things I've heard in 12 years of doing this.
Thank you.
Wait. So let me be clear. So when a woman walks into an abortion clinic, she doesn't choose to do that. She has to do that?
Because oftentimes the situations that put her in the condition to need them are why she's there.
Oh, okay, so she doesn't have enough money.
It's a myriad of factors. First of all, most of the time people go to abortion clinics, they don't have the resources in order to actually care about the ability to take care of...
Okay, so let's pretend you're right, which you're not, because we have food stamps, we have Section 8 housing, we have charitable help.
Which they don't give out easily.
Well, no, actually, we do very easily. But let's pretend you're right.
I grew up in government housing. I literally know for a fact that more people did not get...
Let's pretend you're right. Let's pretend they have no money. Is it right to murder if you don't have money?
Is it right to murder if you don't have money? And you say that's not a bad faith argument.
No, it's legit. Is it okay to kill another being if you don't have enough money to support that being?
Are you saying that when a person is in the hospital because they know the fetus won't be viable,
but hold on,
that they know the fact that the child will die?
What do you mean it will die? What are you talking about?
Most of the cases where people need this kind of care is because they know.
Not.
Yes,
no,
it is.
You are completely making stuff up. 99.9% of all abortions are abortion of election. The baby is perfectly healthy. The mom is perfectly healthy.
You really
They're
believe
of a
that?
just age.
And you say I'm brainwashed.
Well, that's the Guttmacher Institute, which is funded by Planned Parenthood, that published the study that said that they're abortions of selection and election. They're abortions of agency, not mother's life is at risk.
So how many people who had abortions do you know personally?
A couple. And they all regret having abortions, actually.
I'm a medic. Do you know how often it is difficult to see these people not able to take care
wait, hold on.
of
You're
their
a
own
medic?
body? Yes.
Wait, hold on. You're a medic and you really don't know what you're talking about. That's horrifying. I mean...
Set in stone.
这个片语意指雕刻在石头上的文字，暗指一旦刻上去，就很难修改。这是一个相当常用的英语片语，用来表达某些事情已经确定，不会再改变。
But one of the things I think a big part of stuff like this isn't to really reinforce anybody's viewpoints, but to already set ones that are in stone. But one of the things I think a big part of stuff like this isn't to really reinforce anybody's viewpoints, but to already set ones that are in stone.
Set in stone. Our plans for the weekend aren't set in stone yet. Our plans for the weekend aren't set in stone yet. Set in stone. Echo chamber.
这是一个隐喻，形容人们只接触与自己观点相同的资讯或声音，而忽略或屏蔽其他不同的意见，从而加强了自己的偏见或信念。
I feel like a lot of times when people come to these things, it's just to hear an echo chamber. I feel like a lot of times when people come to these things, it's just to hear an echo chamber.
Echo chamber. Don't stay in an echo chamber, try listening to different opinions. Don't stay in an echo chamber, try listening to different opinions. Echo chamber. Talking points.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to call them talking points, but that's a lot of talking points to fill up 2 hours, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, it's easy to call them talking points, but that's a lot of talking points to fill up 2 hours, isn't it?
Talking points. Let's review the talking points before the presentation. Let's review the talking points before the presentation. Talking points. On a regular basis.
A lot of times I feel like most of what you're saying is to reinforce talking points that are generally just proven on a regular basis. A lot of times I feel like most of what you're saying is to reinforce talking points that are generally disproven on a regular basis.
On a regular basis. She exercises on a regular basis to stay healthy. She exercises on a regular basis to stay healthy. On a regular basis. Sound bites.
So you can get sound bites. So you can get sound bites.
Sound bites. His speech was full of catchy sound bites. His speech was full of catchy sound bites. Sound bites. Amnesty.
It would have given amnesty to 10 million and potentially given them citizenship. It would have given amnesty to 10 million and potentially given them citizenship.
Amnesty. The president gave amnesty to the prisoners. The president gave amnesty to the prisoners. Amnesty. Eradicate.
I want to eradicate all abortions. I want to eradicate all abortions.
Eradicate. We must work together to eradicate poverty. We must work together to eradicate poverty. Eradicate. At the point.
They're almost at the point to where if they don't get this, they will die. They're almost at the point to where if they don't get this, they will die.
At the point. He was at the point of exhaustion after running a marathon. He was at the point of exhaustion after running a marathon. At the point. Outrageous.
I have to say, that's one of the most outrageous things I've heard in 12 years of doing this. I have to say, that's one of the most outrageous things I've heard in 12 years of doing this.
Outrageous. The price of this handbag is absolutely outrageous. The price of this handbag is absolutely outrageous. Outrageous. Myriad.
It's a myriad of factors. It's a myriad of factors.
Myriad. There are myriad ways to learn English. There are myriad ways to learn English. Myriad.